Hello everyone, it's Aaron here from Making Alliance. Today we are reviewing a Shin Getter-Robo figure, particularly the new Moshow and Blitzway Shin Getter-1 figures. And let me start out by telling you this thing is incredible. The Shin Getter-Robo is an iconic mecha in the Getter-Robo franchise as well as the mecha genre in general. It is one of the most powerful Getter-Robos, with the ability to channel Getter Ray to perform incredible attacks, including the iconic Stoner Sunshine. Don't guess me why it's named that. Nobody knows. While most other companies went with a stylized design for the super robot, Moshow and Blitzway went with the extremely anime accurate one. The Ryobot and Metal build are extremely stylized, with the most noticeable parts being the wings and tomahawk, while the 3.0 version went with a manga accurate design. Blitzway actually did make another Carbotix line figure before, which was the Getter-1 Armageddon version, which was also extremely anime accurate. A few things to prepare before you get this figure. First is it's extremely heavy and sharp, so it's best to get some gloves that can protect your hands. Second is if you want to play with all the LEDs gimmicks that come with it, you need to get some batteries. A lot of batteries. You will need these or the equivalents, which is 8 AG1 batteries and 8 AG13 batteries, for a total of 16 to power all the LEDs and accessories. It's a lot of batteries to repair, but the final result will be worth it. Now let's come to the figure. As mentioned, this figure is huge, standing at around 27 centimeters tall to the top of the head, and more than 50 centimeters wide when equipped with the Getter wings. The proportion is well balanced. It looks like it steps straight out of the OVA. The paint job is all glossy except for the metallic gold on the arms and shoulders. Most of the mechanical details are under the green clear parts on the chest, thighs, and legs, and most of the outer surface are flat with no details. Aside from the figure's incredible stature, we also get an amazing Getter wings. I don't know why, but all the other figures, aside from Kotobukiya's model kit, they all had really thin and stylized wings. This pair is absolutely massive, and the design is extremely anime accurate. The wings are covered in matte paint, with the backside being black and the inside is a purplish hue. But prepare some protective gloves while you handle the wings because they are extremely sharp. The connector is fully die-cast, which is both a pro and a con. The pros is it will have no problem holding up the large piece of plastic, but the tightness will make it difficult to move the wings into your desired position. Many premium die-casts have the problem of being a little bit too premium, with extremely tight die-cast joints that make it difficult to pose. I usually just do it very slowly or slightly heat it with a hairdryer to soften the tightness somewhat. For this video, we'll talk about the looks and the gimmicks of the figures before we delve into the articulations and accessories, because I think that is the highlight of this figure. The most prominent gimmicks advertised is the LED system. This is where the copious amount of lithium batteries come in. You need 2 AG13s for the body. You can install them behind the back, just to pop it out like so, and you can put the batteries in. To activate the chest and head LED, you can push the button in the middle of the chest. The LED will light up the head, the chest, as well as the hip panels. It's a shame that the eyes don't have their own LEDs. Next are the arms. You need to take out the hands, lightly twist the wrists, and the panels will come undone and the LED compartment will slide out like so. Each arm requires 3 AG1 batteries, and after you're done putting them in, you can slide them back and twist the wrist to secure the hands. The arms LED are magnetic, and the claw attachment on the base is the switch. Simply move it close and point the magnets to this part, and voila! The LED could be a bit stronger to permeate the entire arm, but I think this looks good nonetheless. Finally, the legs. Each one will require 2 AG13's batteries. The back panel is actually magnetic and you can pop them out pretty easily. The magnet is quite strong, but it should come up like pop. Then you can put the batteries in and slide the panel back on. The legs LED are activated with a switch here, and these ones are the most powerful one on the figure. The light piping extends all the way to the thighs, and it is extremely bright. So with all the LEDs installed, you get a pretty beautiful and well-lit figure. It's not too bright in the dark and will make a pretty good lamp, but I suggest not leaving the LED on too long. Furthermore, like the CCS Toys version, this figure also comes with a Stoner Sunshine effect parts and a Getter Beam one. Two actually, but we'll talk about the other one in the next part. The Stoner Sunshine needs 2 AG13 batteries, and you can access the board by simply splitting the parts in half like so. Then you need a small Phillips screwdriver to unscrew the board and put the batteries in. This Stoner Sunshine can be activated with the magnetic claw as well. As per Blitzway instructions, you can tap the outside of the effect parts to turn it on, but my copy seems to work a bit differently since it's a review sample. I have to activate it from the inside, but that's pretty easy. The orange LED looks nice and distributes evenly throughout the effect parts. Next is the Getter Beam effect parts. This one is for the abdomen attachment. Pretty simple to detach the effect parts, and the LED board isn't screwed down, so you can just slide it out and put the batteries in. To activate the LED, it's similar to the Stoner Sunshine parts. Simply bring the claw parts near the board. Again, Blitzway instructions says you can activate it from outside of the effect parts, but I have to do it from the inside like so. Again, I'm sure they will ship out the correct version, but that's not a problem at all. It's a white LED in a pink effect parts, and it looks pretty neat. Overall, in terms of aesthetic and gimmick, Moshow and Blitzway did a very good job replicating this figure from the OVA itself. It's really hard to find a Shin Getter figures that can bring what we saw in the Armageddon OVA to life. Most other companies are focused on making the Shin Getter look very edgy, extremely detailed, with some extra gimmicks and stuff. But sometimes you just want a really premium, large size, anime accurate figures of your favorite super robot. In the next video, we'll talk about articulations as well as the accessories, which this figures comes with loads of them. See you guys in the next video. Believe in Getter.